Hello everyone. Have you ever considered what you can do to stay close with your business and personal network during pandemic? Today I want to share with you 5 things you can leverage during COVID time to stay close with your professional and personal network. Also, I would like to share with you a review of this great Burgundy wine from Jacques Frederic Monnier. Very good producer. I'm a big fan of the style of the wine from Burgundy, and this is a 2013 vintage. So with some age, you can probably see the wine color is turning a little garnet. It's got ruby garnet with a garnet hue, red fruit, sweet baking spices, and a lot of the minerality that balance well with the wine itself. Furthermore, the acidity level to me is very, very acceptable, very, very well-rounded, really easy to drink. At the same time, it still got its personality. So great wine if you want to either pair it with some fine food, with some game, or maybe you just want to have this to sip on its own. Either way, they're very, very enjoyable. Let's have a taste. It's a very dry wine, but very concentrated. Again, I'm tasting a lot of the dark fruit, a lot of the spices, some level of minerality, and I find the overall body is very well rounded. It's very pleasant. So I highly recommend this wine if you can find it. It's an enjoyable bottle to have. So this brings me to my point number 1. COVID is bad, but it also gives us a great excuse to reach out to those who we've never got to be introduced to, and yet we want to meet. Remember the time before COVID, we're always in the events, we're always meeting new people, we're getting introduced by our friends and network. But sometimes there are always people out there that you feel like, I wish I know that person, or I wish somebody can introduce me to that person. And generally those are the people that are friends or the network contacts of your immediate network. So the good news for COVID is it does give you an excuse to reach out to those people without sounding too abrupt. How you can do it is through social media, which I'm going to be talking about number 2. So my point number 2 is to leverage the strong capabilities of social media platforms such as LinkedIn or Facebook. But Facebook is more for personal, so LinkedIn will be probably the best for professional network. And if you want to spend the time, you can really get to know who your contacts are connected with, who their extended networks are, which is the reason why recently I have been very careful in accepting new connection requests, because I want to take the precaution to protect my network as well from getting unnecessary messages or unnecessary requests. But LinkedIn is a very, very powerful tool, and it allows you to really expand your network and find out who you want to connect with and have a more targeted approach. So my point number 3 is to be personable and reveal your genuine intention right away. For those who have been around the blocks for business for a long time, it is so easy to tell if somebody has a hidden agenda or if they are not being genuine about what they say right off the bat. This applies both in person as well as online. Nowadays, everybody gets so many requests from different sources and lots of spam. So if you don't show your genuine intention, and if you don't seem like that person that they want to have a good conversation with right away, it's almost likely that they will choose not to engage with you. So keep it real, keep it personable, keep it genuine. We don't need to have that mask in front of us when we're just trying to reach out for a genuine conversation. So number 4, be thoughtful of what you're sharing on social media. So the difference between sharing on social media versus writing a diary is that when you share on social media, your intention is to reach your contacts and your network and beyond. So always be thoughtful of what content you're sharing, whether they're of interest to people or not. Because the last thing we want to do is when we scroll in our LinkedIn, for example, you see a bunch of contents that's repetitive or things that's very irrelevant. You may just ignore it completely. So if you want to make a great impact on people and your network, and you want to be that great source of information, always keep in mind of who may be viewing your social media platform and what you want them to see. And the last point I wanted to make is don't be shy to follow up. I know sometimes maybe you got yourself a great initial conversation with the contact you want to meet, but you haven't got so close to follow up with that person every week to check how that person's doing yet. But that's okay. It's so important for us to follow up with people and stay connected, because that's how they will remember us. I've personally had a lot of great conversations, and during events or maybe as a result of some special occasions. However, because it's so easy to just live on with our own lives, that we never got to follow up with each other, and that's potential losing of a good connection. So don't be shy, always follow up, and always pay attention to what the other person is sharing on social media. If they have shared some contents or news that is of their interest, this is a great opportunity for you to get familiarized with what's in their mind, right? And then next time when you talk to them, you can just use whatever topics that they're interested, rather than just spending time with a lot of small talks and all that stuff that you don't know whether they will be interested to hear. So that's it for all of the points that I wanted to share over this nice Burgundy wine. Delicious. And I hope this is helpful for you guys. Please comment below if you have any other points you would like to share to have more effective communication during COVID, or if you have a better wine of your choice when you are stuck at home. Thank you for watching. My name is Paulina, and see you next time.